Hello there, Mikey here, or Burns Post, like I always say. Recently I've played Undertale Genocide and Pacifist Run live, and it got me thinking. The Pacifist Run is kinda flawed, right? Like, the story and gameplay is amazing, don't get me wrong, but the message of it is kinda odd and out of place, right? Like, the message itself is good. Instead of fighting, you should try to de-escalate and show kindness. However, in the situation of the Pacifist Run, that's kinda bad, right? Like, there's a lot of monsters trying to kill you, so it's kinda odd that we have to be nice to them when they want us dead. So today, I'm gonna go over every major location in Undertale and say if I think the message fits there. So, starting things off with the ruins. So I'm gonna skip over all the little monsters, as you can always just flee from them, so that only leaves Toriel. I think the message of de-escalating and showing kindness fits in this situation, as Toriel doesn't really have bad intentions to the player, she just wants to keep you safe. So I think it's reasonable to talk to her and show kindness to her despite her attacking us. If she does kill us for a split second, you can even see her have shock on her face before we game over, so she clearly isn't here to kill us. Next up is Papyrus. Now here's where it starts to get iffy for me. Now don't get me wrong, Papyrus is still a silly goober, but he does want to capture us. Now I can't remember exactly if he knows what happens to capture humans or not, but either way, it's still bad for us. If he knows or not, he's still capturing us for us to be killed by Asgore or Undyne. So having to show him kindness in a fight where we lose, we are condemned to die, is kind of weird, you know what I mean? Now you may be thinking, it's to save the underground. Well, that's not really our problem as the player. We shouldn't be expected to die for them when all we want to do is just go home. So unfortunately for Pappy, the message does not work with him. So after Paps is Undyne. So I don't think I'll have to convince anyone on why having to be kind and forgive someone who was trying to kill you is a bad message. Listen, I get it, it's for them to get out of the underground, but we play as a kid. Undyne is a grown fish woman trying to kill a child. She also doesn't give you an option to run or turn yourself in. She wants you dead, and at first she doesn't even let you talk it out with her either. So for Undyne, no, the message of not fighting doesn't work. So I'm gonna lump Alphys and Mettaton together as that makes the most sense. So Mettaton has the same argument as Undyne does, although this time to me it's a little worse because he's broadcasting it to the entire underground. Like, I never thought about it before, but if Mettaton did successfully kill Frisk, it basically would have been a live stream of a child being murdered. Now, don't even get me started on Alphys. So after Alphys lies to you and gets Mettaton to attack you, for the true pacifist run, we as the player are expected to go back and help her to get together with Undyne and fix her mistakes in the true lab. At that point, to me, it seems like we have a people pleaser problem rather than showing true kindness. Like, in the true lab, we could still die and we even face more dangers down there. So for Mettaton and Alphys, I don't think the message of being kind works. Lastly is Asgore. Now I love Asgore, he's my GOAT, pun intended. And honestly, I think the message works here. Throughout the whole game, we get to hear of Asgore's kindness and personality, but we always get to hear how we will have to fight him. It's a fight that gets built up the entire game, and when we get to him, he hesitates. He even tries to ease your worries by saying it's just going to be like a trip to the dentist. He then takes away the chance for you to be kind to him. He makes it so you can only fight. And when you finally beat him, you have a choice to kill him or spare him. This moment is probably the best moment in the game for me because it wraps back around to show kindness to people even in their worst spots. But even if you kill him in the final phone call from the underground doesn't hate you because you had no other choice. It's a nice and soft moment until Flowey kills him, of course. So that's where I'm going to call it for this video, but just to wrap it up, I want to say again that I think the message of Undertale is good. Trying to talk things out instead of escalating into a fight is something that I think everyone should know how to do and try to do. However, when it's a situation of survival, I don't know how to feel about that. But at the end of the day, that is one of the reasons why Undertale got so big, because you can choose to be kind and not defend yourself with fighting, and be kind and also fight, or just be a little gremlin and kill everyone. But what do you guys think of this take? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you all for watching, stay safe out there, and may the stars shine down upon you. Bye!